Check it. All right. What's up, good people? We are back for another episode. We're just going to do a little sound check. Let me know if you can hear me if you're out there. If you're out there, let me know if you can hear me. Just give me a... I see an eyeball. I see an eyeball. Do we have sound, ladies and gentlemen?
Let me speak in the microphone.
Once we know we have sound, the show will begin. I guess
Hello, people.
I guess my daughter and my wife won't tell me. So what? Ladies and gentlemen, are we live? Can you hear it sound? Harmony, can you? Is there sound? Thanks a lot, God. Thanks a lot for all the help. You know you got.
Yeah, live at 9. My daddy's talking to my sister.
Folks, just give me some feedback out there. If you can hear me, just say, I hear you. Let me know who you are, where you're from. That means I know. This way I know. I'm not just talking to myself. Because I'll talk to myself. But, Harmony, are we live at all or what? Nicole Howze, are we?
It's still black.
Maybe?
I'm trying to get on here.
Yeah, it's no big deal. No big deal. Oh, all right, Bobby. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you got to do this. The wonderful thing about technology, you know, is that it works.
Always.
But then sometimes it doesn't work. All right. And you never know when that's sometimes going to be. But welcome to the Fit World Live at 9 show. The show with the magical flow. And by the end of the show, you'll know more than you know. All right, people. So if you've never seen this show before, we cover something called 1 billion healthy. 1 billion healthy. 1 billion healthy.
Stop it. I thought you were going to be on
And the reason for the season, the reason why we get up in the morning, us trainers, us life coaches, doctors, psychologists, mentors, leaders, we get up with an idea to change the world. So, this show was created to connect you, me, and everyone all over the world to wellness. And today, yeah, I know there's a picture blocking me. That was supposed to be the intro, but these technical difficulties are slowing and dragging the introduction of this program on. But we're going to fight through it. We're actually talking today about declutter, folks. Decluttering. And we're going to cover this because what you're going to find out, what you're going to learn today, and if you didn't know, now you're going to know, and if you knew, now you're going to know even more, that by simply decluttering your life, you can advance your relationships, your business, your finances, your spiritual world. Whatever you're trying to accelerate, it will be extra accelerated once you get the things out of your way. Or either think about a road and you're traveling on it, and if the road is crowded and cluttered with things, it's going to be difficult for you to go down that road. This is just a picture, a story, images, right? But the reality says if things are in the way, it's going to be difficult to travel down that road. Well, on this road called life, Bobby, things are going to get in your way. It happens. My wife says, "Where are you?" I don't know, baby. I don't know how you don't see me. Why don't you refresh your screen? Yes, refresh your screen. And folks, please like this. Because when you like it and love it, the Zuckerbergs love it and they share it more. And you know what? Sharing is even better because when you share it, that's saying, I believe in this message. I believe in this. I support this. And the people who like you or follow you, that you influence, then they take a look at it. And eventually, directly and indirectly, we infect the entire planet with the message and the mentality of, I can always be better, do better, have more, because I deserve it. Mentally, physically, spiritually. And that's what this is about. So, hashtag 1 billion healthy if you believe that. And if you truly believe it, share and invite folks. Alright, so let's get into this thing. Today's episode is about decluttering. Decluttering. Yes, you see that image there? This really is us. You got the school, you got church, community, life, relationships, business, occupation, entrepreneur, wife, husband, community leader, groceries. Between everything, all those things add up, and your brain has to process it. Now we're gonna walk through the scientific reasons why. And thank you guys for inviting and sharing this. The Care Bear said sharing is caring, and I believed him. I was a believer when they first said it. And now I'm living proof. So a person who's living on this planet, they are going to have multiple things that they have to mentally handle. But the one thing that we don't recognize, Melba, you're going to fall off that. The one thing we don't recognize is that we don't necessarily need to handle everything all the time. Meaning, there's a time and place for everything. And sometimes it's important to let go. I got some notes for you guys today. This is going to be an actual lesson. I'm guaranteeing you that you're going to come out of this thing less cluttered than you were when you came in. And then you're going to take action on doing some things to declutter yourself. All right, I'm going to give you, I broke it down to 3 things. I don't know. So, very interesting. My wife can't get on. Somebody's trying to block us from. She's right here in front of me. She can't watch the live. Interesting. All right. So, one of the things that we don't recognize is that a lot of things that we're holding on to, we really don't need to. Like a lot of things that we've gone through, we went through it already. But we're still holding on to it mentally. Okay? It's a mental thing. So, let's say, you lost your job because of something that you did. In your process of looking for another job, you have that fact that happened to you about the other job. It constantly reminds you. And so now you have this thinking, and which this allows you to really get the next job. Because you're stuck on the past, what happened with the last job. And people don't look at life that psychologically, but everything is psychological. Every dot connects psychologically. And it's up to you to get in there and break those habit loops, understand those habit loops, and create new ones. So we're talking about what decluttering is going to do for you. 3 things it's going to do. It's going to give you less stress, more focus, and higher accuracy. Less stress. Why? Why would you get less stress? Tell me why you get less stress. Well, when I walk into my office and I have a bunch of things all around my desk, it does something in my mind. And some people are aware of it and some are not. But something is happening. Your brain has to process everything and where it is. So it's automatically spending brain power just to organize your mind inside the chaos. When you eliminate that part and come into a fresh atmosphere, your brain goes right into cognitive power and you can optimize the moment. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice thing? And so I want you to think about that. So that's going to give you less stress. That is going to give you less stress. All right. Here's an interesting stat for you. What's going on, Clarence? Decluttering your life and mind. Did you know decluttering can save you 15 to 20% of your annual budget due to better decision making? Basically, you can save 15 to 20% in your life and your business when you declutter. This is the stat. It's a survey, which means it's a study from a focus group, so the percentage is accurate. And I mean, you'll increase 15 to 20% of your financial income if you declutter. And this is only due to, I know, sit down, baby. Sit down. Not right now. Better decision making. This is due to you don't just magically increase in revenue because you increase in revenue because you make better decisions. A lot of times, the decision-making process can save you money and eliminate waste, cost, and unnecessary fees because of decision-making. So, by decluttering your mind, you heighten your decision-making percentage, which creates a better outcome. That is, ladies and gentlemen, how you get less stress from decluttering your life. So if you just tune in, we're talking about decluttering today. Decluttering your life, and you know what? You're going to get more focused. You're going to get more focused. So when you declutter your life, you not only get less stress because you think better and you're less overwhelmed by the things around you, but you get more focused. So because of the simple fact that you clear some things out. So see, I moved that first, it was here, and then I moved it. By moving it, I got more focused. Interesting, right? So I got more focused. Now I can see. So now with better focus, now I can make better decisions as well, and I have a better idea on what I want. What's up, Quanda? Who else is out there? Hey, if you just tuned in, folks, please hashtag this thing 1 billion healthy. Our goal is to literally, directly, and indirectly connect and interconnect with people all over the globe to spread this wellness virus. Let's spread it, okay? Hashtag 1 billion healthy. Can you help me? So we're talking about decluttering and what it can do. First, number one, it will help to get rid. And before we're done, when I'm done, I'm actually going to give you 5 things that you can do. 5 things you can do to actually begin your decluttering process. So we're talking about what it does for you. So by decluttering your life, by decluttering, you get less stress because you're less overwhelmed with the things around you. You're in a clean environment. The second one is you become more focused. Obviously, clearly, when you move things out of your way, out of your lens, the lens can now focus. Your life can now focus, but you can think better, right? You make less mistakes. You make less mistakes. What happens when you make less mistakes? Well, let's just think about it. You know, the reason why the Eagles won the Super Bowl is because they made less mistakes, really, honestly, than the Patriots. The one mistake that the Patriots made that the Eagles didn't make was the running back throw to the quarterback play. And when the Patriots tried it, Tom Brady missed it. But when the Eagles tried it, they converted. Okay? Interesting. So you'll get more focused. What's going to happen? And when you get more focused, you'll make less mistakes. And so that one less mistake can cost you and give you the Super Bowl victory. And so why? What can we do with focus? Well, one of the reasons why people get on and off of their diets, they're just think about it. If someone's rolling, someone's doing well, I mean, they're killing it, they're crushing it. Well, then something happens. Crushing it meaning they have this. Let's say they got 75 pounds to lose, and they get on their regimen. They get with the program. Let's say they get with our program, 40 days of wellness. They're doing awesome. They get 3 weeks into it. Doing awesome meaning they're not eating sugar. They're following the regimen. They're planning their meals out. They're following the focus formula. They're making an attempt every day to execute on their goal. But then they fall off in week 3. They fall off and they fall off bad because they don't even try and get back on it. You fall off the wagon and you get on it, and your legs still dragging. So you're not really trying to get on, but you just acting like you want to be around because you know you should be. Like that's a state of just confusion. Why do people do that? Why would they feel one convicted way, then all of a sudden not? Lack of focus. And lack of focus comes from things around you, surrounding you, clouding your thought process. So you guys are following me how just by decluttering, not only are you, decluttering is going to help you lose weight, right? It's going to help you make better decisions in every area of your life. And if you make better decisions in every area of your life, you got a good life. That's the formula. So the difficult thing of executing would just be you're confused. So that's why we got to declutter. And I can't wait to the end. Stick around to the end because I'm going to give you these 5 things. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I got 4 things that I want to give you to do. I guarantee you'll be a decluttering mastermind. Okay? You can implement this stuff like tonight if you want to, or in this morning for India. Okay. All right. So we're talking about decluttering. What does decluttering do? Welcome to the show, live at 9. This will be something for your mind. The fine is wine. So declutter yourself. You'll get less stress. You become more focused. And the third one is you will have higher accuracy. Why? Okay. All these things work together with less stress. Now you can be more focused. And now you will have higher accuracy. Higher accuracy in what? Choices, decision making, your perception. Because we have so many different ways we can think about something. There's a variety of ways to analyze everything, but there is a way. There is the best way. Then there's a better way. And if you can keep yourself in the ballpark of better and best way, then you're on your way. And so you get to that by decluttering so that you will have less stress and become more focused. And that will automatically, organically take you to the third wheel, which is higher accuracy, the third link. How about that? Okay, and so I thought about myself. I thought about how I was impacted, or how moving some things out of my life made my life better. Like, what was it? Like, I'll try to really think about it. I know these are all true facts, but how did this work for me? And so what I began to do was I began to declutter my thoughts by putting all of my to-dos on one document, on the focus formula. So instead of having multiple books, doing multiple things, I condensed it. So because essentially what was happening, I was getting too many books to go into. It was just too much. And I still have those books, but my process of elimination was I removed all the books, I condensed it all into one document that I can now guide as a GPS of my day. And if I want to reference any of these books, I can. That's a decluttering process. And what that's done is heighten my percentage of good decision making, good choices, which is creating better outcomes and all that good stuff. All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. I see you guys sharing that. This is great. Somebody said sharing is caring, man. It was the Care Bears. They were really serious about that. They were serious about it. All right. Let's get down. Let's get down. Here we go. Now, how about, so we talked about, if you just tuned in, we're talking about decluttering. I'm going to give you these 4 things you can do to begin decluttering today. But why is decluttering even important? Decluttering is important because, number one, it'll create less stress in your life. It'll create a clearer environment for you to live in, breathe in. If you have a clear desk around you, you'll be a higher performer. If your house is cleaner, your relationships will be cleaner. They will be more fruitful. There'll be less stress. Because stress is knotted up in junk. Like, I think like stress like hides behind junk. You know what I mean? You can't even see it. It just hops up on your back. Like, you don't even know. It's stress. It just comes out of the corner. And it's you get books and shoes and socks and Dorito bags. I mean, the stress is just hanging out. And if you want stress not to hang out, then you got to clean up the things that stress hangs around and hides behind. And it's not just the physical things. It's the mental things. We got a lot of mental junk we're keeping. We got mental Dorito bags hanging around in our living room of our mind, worrying about what happened, or what she said on Facebook, or what this person did, or what you did in the past. The unnecessary thoughts become clutter. So if you just imagine this, if you have a mind full of unnecessary thoughts, you're not making room for the new clean, for moving thoughts. Can't have the old thoughts with the new thoughts. It's just, you can't be negative and positive at the same time. It's impossible. It's one or the other. So you have to choose. I mean, the new tenants can't move in till the old tenants move out. That's just the law, people. So if you want to begin to move to a higher, hey, yes.
Can I please turn the fan?
No,
It's hot.
not yet. In 5 minutes. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Howze family, they all have tuned in. They are all here today. Yeah, that's what I'm doing with the Live at 9. Live at 9 show has the family episode. So those sounds you hear in the background One is Mel Bell. Her name is Melody. And Harmony and Melody. Beautiful names. And then the Queen. Why is the Queen the most powerful piece on the chessboard? People think the King is. Yeah, when the King dies, the game's over. But the most powerful piece is the Queen. She's your queen to be. Okay, listen, let's get into this thing. So we're decluttering our life. We're decluttering our mind. We're decluttering our space. We're decluttering our closets. I'm going to get to this stuff. And why? Why are we decluttering? Because it will release stress. It will get us more focused. And it will heighten our accuracy percentage. Accuracy percentage always has something to do with your decision making. So if you're wondering what that is. All right. What's up, Coach Roz? All right, I see you guys now. Sharing is caring. Yes, indeed. I really do like. Oh, thanks for sharing, Clarence. Appreciate that. See, that's cool. I like being able to put the comments up and move them around like this. You know, so Ecam, I like you, Ecam. I pray that, you know, your attitude is good, going to be good. You don't throw me any more technical tornadoes. All right, so now let's get to the good stuff, okay? We're coming in for a landing. Now, what are some things you can do to declutter? We all agreed that decluttering is necessary. It's necessary and essential, okay? We already said it, all right? Boom. We got to declutter. We said it. We agreed. We know that we'll get less stress, more focus, higher accuracy. We know higher accuracy creates better outcomes. Better outcomes creates a better life. We got it. Now tell me how we do it, buddy. How do we get this thing done? Number one, clean out your closet. Clean out your closet. I've been saying I'm going to do it. I haven't got around to doing it because it's going to be a lot of time necessary to do it. But I've already mentally committed to doing it. And I'm cleaning out my closet. I'm getting rid of 80%, maybe 75%, between 75 and 80% of the things. Get rid of it. I'm not telling you to do that. But there's some things in your closet that you haven't wore for years. And we do this thing of holding on to stuff because we're like, oh yeah, just in case. Or really no reason, just I want it. But I would challenge you to think about what you could let go. What works for you? Just look at that. Don't just say I am looking at it, because then boop, right there it shows you. You got blockages. If you're not able to look at everything, what did Wayne Dyer said? You have to be attached to nothing and open to everything. I said, wow, that was deep. That's my first mentor. Attached to nothing and open to everything.
I'm watching this.
Yes. That's like the beginning of a sermon right there. What's up, joy to the world? All right. Okay, so clean out the closet, right? Go through it and just see what you can get rid of. The second thing you can do is you can clean out your car. Yes. Some of us got Chick-fil-A in there from 1975. Actually, when did Chick-fil-A open up? Chick-fil-A, probably 1980s, 90s. Chick-fil-A came on the scene, boy. And they just came out of nowhere because they weren't around when I was growing up. And they came on the scene and don't open on Sundays and still make more money than everybody. Unbelievable. But that's what happens when you got some good culture inside the foundation. As we're talking about decluttering and what it does, give you less stress, make you more focused, heighten your accuracy, and here are some things you can do. Number one, clean out your closet. Okay. Number two, clean out your car. It's very important. You know, we get inside. Joey, funny. You get inside your car, and like that's where you spend a lot of your time. And I'm going to tell you, your atmosphere is your mind. So if you're actually able to get into a car, and the tissue and the cups and the wrappers and whatever else, the leaves, if that stuff doesn't bother you, if you're comfortable with that, then you're cluttered. Because that means that you become numb to the junk. What else have you become numb to mentally? See, decluttering happens in a variety of ways. And the moment you begin to start decluttering one way, it then affects multiple ways. So we want to begin the decluttering process so that we can declutter our closet, declutter our car, declutter our office desk is the third one. And as we begin to do these things, our mind begins to get decluttered. So our thinking gets clearer, more focused. And here comes that higher percentage. God, you with me today. I'm really feeling good about this message. I'm feeling like I'm speaking to myself. You know, when I first started studying theology, the best part about preaching, no matter where it was watching it again and studying for it and watching it again. Because during the studying process, I was really going deep into the Word, and then when I watched it, it was like, wow, that's how God used me. It's an amazing thing. So, as I'm thinking through this process, I want you guys to think about. I want you to think about your best self. I want you to think about the person that you know you can become. And when you think about that, you were destined to be that. Like you were birthed to this thing that you see, you envision with your mind sight. You're destined for that. It's your birthright. But you have to claim it. That's the only catch. It's your birthright, but you have to claim it. So your destiny, your goal, your purpose is your birthright. So it's already guaranteed to you. But you have to claim it. And the only way you can claim it is to go after it and get it. The only way to go after it and get it is to consistently strive. And the reason people don't consistently strive because they get cluttered, blocked, slowed down, bamboozled. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost done with the show. Can we get the audience just to bring the noise down just a tad bit back there? You can talk to the audience out there. All right. They've ignored me. Gonna get security here in the back of the West Wing. We got 3 houses. 2 of them are chirping. 1 of them is on their way out. All right, so folks, if you just tuned in, I'm giving you the insight, something that's seriously going to change your life because it changed mine. Drastically, dramatically, unbelievably. What's up, Charles? And so we got these ways, okay? So how do we declutter? Clean out the closet, all right? Clean out your car, cup holders. Get the old shoes out of there. Grocery bags, milk. Some people got, some of us got milk spilled in our car months ago, and you smell it. You can smell it, but you just become numb to it. We become numb to it. All right. What else have you become numb to? All right. And last but not least, declutter your mind. Clean out your mind. All right. And honestly, this is the biggest one of all. If I can tell you one thing, if there's one thing I could tell you that I know would change your life if you took it, adapted it. Like my man Glenn Garn says, learn, do, review. If you take this information, learn it, do it, review it. If you do this, your life will change almost instantly. Your mind, okay, that is where everything happens. Everything that you will ever do and be, it starts there. And when you think about your mind, like the program, your life, your body is a supercomputer, and your mind is the program. That's where the program is your thoughts actually. So because you are bringing the program to the main frame. All right, your supercomputer is here. Your thoughts are the programs. Whatever you're putting into the program, put it into the system. Your thoughts, that's going to run your life. So think of it that way. Everything starts in the mind. This is the main factory. All right? This is it. So what are you going to put in here? Because whatever you put in here will then distribute to the rest of you. It will distribute to your relationships with your wife, your husband, your spouse, your kids, family. It will impact how you do business, good, bad, or not. Your mind will get you into college or not. Your mind will lead you down a dark road of depression and sorrow or not. This thing right here. Remember yesterday we said thoughts are the paintbrush of the mind. What picture are you painting? Thoughts So that's why cleaning out your mind, that fourth one, is the most important one. We're talking about decluttering. You got to go back and watch this because a lot of us could just take a note and maybe decide to make a small change. Because any small change, if the tube is clogged up and you just remove a little bit of the clog, it's going to flow a little better. So anything you do, anything matters. But if you take real action, learn, do, review, if you do that, you're going to have accelerated action and growth. All right, so decluttering your mind. Why? Here's another reason why. You literally, with your own thoughts, can create a disease in your body that will kill you. So people have literally killed themselves with their own mind. Now, if that's not the most fascinating thing, right there, that's the end of it. You can segment that, cut that off, and just think about that. That people have killed themselves with their own mind, physically and mentally. Physically meaning they've caused themselves to take action to exit the earth early, and also mentally, physically, where they have developed diseases based off their thought process. Some diseases that kill them, and other diseases that just create a agonizing ailment that needs to be medicated on a regular basis. Regardless, it has won. So you have to decide who's going to win, you or your mind. Well, if we know that the mind only works based off the thoughts that it's fed to it, then I would take guard of the thoughts that get in.
Gosh, what in the world?
Yeah. So, with that being said, now that we have decided that thoughts are the paintbrush of the mind, now that we have decided and all agreed, I think if you've agreed that decluttering your life will be a good thing, just say declutter. Please just be out there, just say declutter. If you agree that decluttering is a good thing, whether you do it 1% or you go all the way 100%, just say declutter. All right, just say declutter out there. Let's go hashtag declutter. Let's see if we can influence. The beautiful thing about hashtag is somebody over there in Singapore can click on the hashtag and get access to this great information that we're sharing and this energy. And it's a beautiful thing. We can hit the airwaves and just touch people all over the globe. It's amazing to me. All right. Thank you guys, man. Clean out your mind. That's right, Bobby. Bobby, thanks for sticking around too. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and a blessing to have knowledge, first of all, but then having God give me enough time to stir that knowledge up and turn it into wisdom. And then share it. I believe everything you learn from, that you should share it somehow. You have to write it in a book, do a blog, do something. All right, so we're talking about decluttering. We're getting coming for landing here. Fit World Live at 9 show. We are on every day, Monday through Friday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Tuesday, Monday. Every day of the week, we're on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're going to get a nugget in a seed. And here is my big tip. I'm going to close with this. My man Charles, thanks Charles. Hey Charles, I got to go back and watch. Oh, Lauren, what's up, Lauren? You got to go back and check out Lauren's show. He has a morning show. Bathrobe Moments, motivational and inspiration. He's inspiring folks all over the world as well. Lauren was on the show, and Lauren has an amazing story. You got to go back and follow him. He's doing great things. So this is the big tip, folks. Here is the big tip. Let me give you one. We're talking about decluttering and what it can do for you in your life. Here is the big tip. So this is the big tip, folks. Hear that sound right there? You got to go back and follow him. He's doing great things. So this is the big tip. As my wife goes on there.
Sorry.
It's all good.
No, I don't know why my volume, it was down.
So the big tip is this. You have to get rid of the old to make room for the new. You have to get rid of the old to make room for the new. A lot of the reasons why we're not getting what we know we should be getting because there's no room for it. So you have to start thinking about what you can get rid of. And it really takes some time. It takes focus. It takes mindfulness. By doing this, you'll be more focused and you'll have higher accuracy in your decisions. All right? So, think about that. What can you let go of? Don't be like the monkey, man, that was on the railroad tracks and the train was coming and the monkey had his hand in the jar for some cookies. The monkey's hand was in a jar and she was on the train tracks and the train was coming and the train's coming fast. And the monkey sees the train, he's but he has his hand in the bowl. He's got his hand in the cookies. Now, if the monkey just let go of the cookies, if he let go of the cookies, he can get his hand out and get out of the way. But he's so enticed by having everything. He wants the cookies. He won't let go. And the train's coming. He never let go of the cookies, guys. We're gonna leave the story there. Hurts. Think about that, poor monkey. But we are that poor monkey. Very often you are and I am the poor monkey that's just holding on to too much stuff. Holding on, man. Sometimes we gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. So think about what you can let go of. Don't be that monkey on train tracks. Quit monkeying around. All right, folks. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. Oh, I got some closing stuff. I'm getting professional around here, guys. I said, you know what? Every time I get on this on Live at 9, I need to share with the folks. If you're not sharing with them, you don't care about them. All right? So if you are just the slightest bit interested in learning how you can master your wellness in life in 40 days, then you definitely need to start your 7-day free trial. The link is in the pinned description. Look at the pinned notes. You'll see a link there. It takes 30 days to create a habit, but it takes 40 days to master one. And so we go through this process where you are going through a 40-day regimen of getting sugar out, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, getting on a stabilized meal plan, exercise plan, mindset plan, decluttering, letting the old go, the new in, becoming a new you. In 40 days, people. 40 days. 40 nights. So the link's in there. Start your 7-day free trial. If you don't like it, we'll give you money back. But you like it because you like life. No, not yet. Almost. All right. And so, with that being said, folks, remember, the future is what you do today. So do something today that will impact your tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow, speaking of tomorrow, we got Charles. Charles will be on here. Charles Prison. Charles in Charge. Remember that show?
Yeah, I loved it.
I like Charles in Charge too. And Charles is in charge. Charles is in charge of motivating people all over the world. Charles is in charge. Do you remember how the song went? It's a terrible rendition.
Charles in charge.
Charles!
That is not, that was the black.
You're funny individual. So, Charles in charge.
That was a different family.
Yeah, well, Charles, yeah, in charge.
Wait, hold on. Don't
yeah.
I had a crush on that guy too.
You had a crush on everybody. My wife had a crush on every single.
No, it's what's his name?
Every boy group.
Every loves Chachi.
Yes.
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
Oh my gosh! Why did I just draw like Scott Baio?
Yeah, you liked everybody. You liked everyone. I don't know how you have room to like so many people. I like a few people.
Wait, here it is.
Stacey Dash was one. All right, I gotta go.
No, don't get off. Wait.
These folks
Charles in Charge theme song.
Charles.
Here it is.
It sounds amazing.
Cricket.
It's great.
Wait, it aired in 1984 to 1985. Oh.
All right, folks. So on that note, we will be taking this show out on the theme song of Charles in Charge. I want you to be in charge of your life. Take charge.
Oh yeah, of my life.
It's the worst. We've come a long way.
They changed it as it got like.
God bless, guys. See you tomorrow.
Charles in Charge.